So what are then our options? We can have a dedicated FSTP or a co-treatment or a combination, right? Your city could have both as well. It could be an interim arrangement where you're doing co-treatment while your FSTP is being built, or it could be a permanent arrangement as well. The logistics of adding, is the STP close enough from where you're bringing the sludge? That will determine whether you can take it all the way there, or do you need a decanting facility? A decanting facility should be properly designed so that it removes screening, grit, and prevents any impact on the sewer lines and things like that. And also maybe some people must be manning that place to keep a record so that there's no indiscriminate dumping of sludge there. Next, do you want to add a crude addition? What I mean by crude addition is that without solid liquid separation. You could do that if your volumes are very small and you have determined that the impact on the treatment process is negligible. So you might be able to do that. Or you want to do a solid liquid separation and then only add the liquid stream. And what kind of pre-treatment do you need to put in? Digestion, if for fresh sludges, and solid liquid separation. Or if it's a very dry, you could go for a direct dewatering, directly onto the drying bed or onto some dewatering equipment stage. The influencing factors, I think we know, availability of the STP. There should be sufficient size of STP and the capacity. There should be sufficient spare capacity not only today, but for the foreseeable planning future, so that you don't end up that the capacity gets used up, after 1 year, and then you are left with no place to take the sludge. Suitability, is it working well? Is the area good enough for your tankers to move in? No sensitivity of people staying around there. Logistics, how far is it? Site availability. Maybe you need to build some pre-treatment facility. Is there some space available within the STP? The relative volume that you intend to add, sludge and septage, and what kind of impact you can expect, the nature of the sludge, and what is the end use from the STP. You might be intending to use the treated sewage, treated water, or the sludge for some purpose. And the moment you start accepting septage, you don't know where the septage is coming from. It could be coming from some industrial premise, which then makes the end product unusable for certain types of users. So again, this could be something to think about. Institutional, a lot of places, the sewage is managed by an entity, but the on-site systems and dislodging is managed by some other entity. So there could be some conflicts, institutional conflicts that could arise. And of course, the cost. So once you have determined what is the configuration you want to adopt, we can make a cost comparison to see which is better. Is it better to go for an FSTP, or is it better to build in? My experience in Malaysia is that most of the time, if your sludge volumes are relatively smaller than the sewage, I mean the sludge population, the population served by on-site systems are relatively smaller, co-treatment is always an advisable way to go.